our program, and tonight we'll be discussing about the economy during COVID-19. This program is especially for the Mexican people who are working or the Mexican people who got fired of their work during the pandemic. With the presence of Dr. Adan and the scientist Maria del Cielo, we all will be talking and discussing about different problems that Mexican families have been going through due to the lockdown and all this quarantine stuff that COVID-19 provoked in the aspect of money. This whole issue is mainly affecting especially like small business like stores and small clothing companies. Tonight, September 25 of 2020, we'll be heading the first topic to Dr. Adan, who is expert in this disease. Hello, Dr. Dan. We'd like to know how is the pandemic affecting mainly the Mexican people in their families.
Well, first of all, I want to say that I'm glad to be here tonight with you and with your audience. And yeah, now we're going to talk about how is the pandemic affected Mexican people and their families. And now Mexican families and small business have been affected. And this is because the most important companies around the world are suffering. And why? Well, and it is because people people now are locked down and they are actually not consuming their products. So they affect the big companies around the world, and actually they are affecting Mexican companies too, because most of them are related to those companies, are linked to those companies. So, and we have another point, that is that Mexican people has been got fired, and they work full time, but they are working full time, but earning less money. So it's a bit hard for them because sometimes they have to work full time and extra time in the same job. Maybe they don't have another job to afford the payments, so they have to be in the same job. And education wise, Mexican families would rather spend the money in more important stuff like food and services. They think that it is more important for them than education by this moment. For them, it is actually not important for now. So because actually uh, children are not going to school, and so now we're going to discuss about why are companies paying less to people. And now we have tonight the Dr. Maria del Cielo, who is going to talk about this topic. Hello, hello Maria. Hope you are fine.
Hello, I'm fine. Thank you for ask. Yes, as my partner Nadan said, one of the questions of the people ask is why are companies paying less to people? Um, Due to this pandemic, many people with small business had to close as soon as the quarantine began, gradually affecting big business around the world as well. This also affect Mexican companies, since because of that they do not have the resource to continue producing, and they don't obtain enough income to pay workers, and they have to fire them to reduce the number of people in the company. But due to the contingents and due to lack of resource.
Yeah, and thank you for explaining us this problem. And actually, it is not happening to Mexican people, but also for to people or for from all around the world suffering because they don't have well-paid job. And now we are going to talk about some problems that how is this pandemic affecting the economy. And I would like to ask the Dr. Yaisha to explain us some some problems, and maybe if she has experience or one of the members of her family have has experienced those kind of problems.
Thank you, Adam, for hitting me the word. So I'm going to explain the how is the pandemic affecting the economy. In the first point, we have people getting fired. People started to get fired when the quarantine began around March, in the middle of March, and people started to close down their their business, their stores, and mainly the small companies even started to lose a lot of money. So they had to fire a lot of people. In the second point, and I think it's more personal to me because I am going through it. Well, I am not going through it, but one of my family members is going through it. It's they are earning less money. This family member of mine is a teacher, and she used to, before all this happened, she gave her classes in a school, but now she does everything online, and she said that they started to pay her less money than they did before all this stuff of coronavirus happened. So I would like to ask any of you if you have some advice for me I can give to her so I can help her gain more money.
Well, I would like to say that before continue maybe I have a solution for you. I would like to say that my mom is going through the same problem, and she is actually a janitor in our university. She is working full time, but since this problem happened some months ago, she is earning less money. Actually, a half of the money she was receiving, she was earning. And this is a bit sad because she is working every single day. So and she actually has no other job to find. And then moving on uh, your mom's problem, I would like to ask that maybe why can can she give some classes at home? Maybe it could be a good idea. I don't know if your mom has considered it, or maybe your mom cannot do that. What do you think?
She hasn't considered that because it always has been her only job. But I think it's a good idea that you said that she should give um, classes from home.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea, but at the same time, I think it's harder for your mom uh, to give classes at home. So, and I don't know if Maria del Cielo wants to add something else.
Yes. I think that your mom and you should administrate your money well and use it for necessary things. Or you can call, or you could even find another way to get money, like another job or something that you can do from home.
Well, I don't know if Yaisha, do you want to ask something else about this problem?
I think both ideas are really good. I will take them into consideration and discuss them with my mother. And yeah, I would like to thank you both for helping me out in this case.
Uh, no, you are welcome. I hope it helps you, and not only to you. I hope it helps all of Mexican family who are being going through this problem. So thank you so much for explaining us. So companies are also cutting off employees to reduce people. For companies, it's better to reduce people because they don't lose their profit, and actually they can they can buy some other things that they need. But for Mexican people, it is bad because actually they do everything for their companies and they are just getting fired. So because actually the company cannot be working without the help of the hardworking people. And government asks people for closing their business. For people who have just one job, like uh, the own business, is kind of hard for them because they don't have another resources, and maybe they have, but it is not enough. And I would like Dr. Maria del Cielo, if he can explain the other points, the other problems, common problems that Mexican people is going through.
Yes. Another problem that the Mexican people has is children cannot go to school. Uh, it happened because if they go to school, they can catch the virus, and if they catch the virus, the pandemic will last more time.
Yeah, and actually, I would like to say that my brother is having the same problem. Uh, he's uh, he's studying in middle school, and she is at lockdown as every people now, or as every student right now. But the thing is that uh, uh, he is having some problems with the homework and the education because you know that now the classes uh, are on TV, and this is not the same. It is not going to be the same ever. So and actually I'm using my computer and he has no computer, so sometimes it's kind of hard for him to do his homework and to learn properly. I don't know uh, if you can give some recommendations to me and to all of Mexican people who are who are going through this problem about education, a very specific topic now in Mexico.
Some recommendations I would like to tell you is that you can trade in phones or any electronics that are no longer in use. You can trade them for cash. For example, if you have, I don't know, a really old computer that any one of your family use that it's broken, you can actually trade it for money. Or you can either thrift stuff you don't need anymore, like you can collect all the clothes from your house that nobody uses anymore, and you can sell them in a thrift store. Or you can also collect stuff from your house that is not needed anymore, like furniture or stuff from the kitchen, from the rooms.
Yeah, a good recommendation actually, because I was thinking on it, but because I have some stuff that I no longer use, like some cell phones that maybe I use just to call my family, but it is not important. I think it's more important the education of my brother. Thanks for your advice. I don't know if Maria del Cielo has some other solutions for me and for all of Mexican people who are listening to us right now?
I think that it's a good idea for you to sell the things you don't need to get do you don't need to get the things you really need now.
Okay, so good options, and now we are going to discuss some other problems and maybe some other solutions for Mexican people. So let's summarize let's summarize how can Mexican people face this problem. Well, the number one, by creating a business where you can sell some stuff, some self-made, some products, and actually especially clothes and food. It is not only helping to you, but also helping the people who have not those important and vital stuff. Um, Also, thrift stuff you don't need anymore, like clothes you don't want as well, and things that you don't use longer. So again, you will help people, and this is very important to face this problem. Administrate your money as much as you can. Save money as much as you can. So when you have an emergency, you can you can solve those those kind of things. And maybe Maria del Cielo can say another other solution for Mexican people.
Um, I believe that the pandemic is something that nobody had foreseen. And when they lose their jobs, most of the people at this point don't have the money to support their families. I think that the people who have a little more should help those that don't have it by donating food or money or whatever the things that is your voluntary.
Okay, so thanks for your opinions, for your giving us your experiences about this problem that all Mexican people are going through. And actually, for close this program, maybe the Dr. Yaisha has some recommendations for all of us.
Yes. Some recommendations I will really give are that if you're going to go out, make sure you only go out for important things like doctor appointments or to to the mall to buy stuff from your house. And please go make sure to wear your mask and bring some hand sanitizer. And if you go out and there's a lot of people, please keep your distance, and that's all.
And also, and most important, I think, if you have no reason to go out, please don't go out and stay safe at home. I would like to thank our doctors and the Dr. Jaisha, and see you next time. I would like to see you next time, the next Friday. Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming and really helping me to by giving me some advices. And again, thank you so much for your time. And see you next time.
See you next time.